presenting will spark some good questions. So, this slide here presents on one scale gross domestic product, on the other scale roughly time broken out by what I would call the 4 industrial revolutions. Something that's very important here is a lot of the advances that have allowed this significant increase in GDP were technology driven. And so on this scale, we have a number of milestones, but what's special about those milestones is that those were led by RPI faculty or RPI alum. So down at the low end, just after the founding of RPI in 1824, you see construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, and the chief engineer was Washington Roebling, class of 57, civil engineering. Then we go up a little bit further, the lunar landing, 1969. And down below we have George Low, who an argument can be made, single-handedly saved the Apollo program after the disaster of the fire on Apollo 1. And then he became effectively the father of Skylab, the Soyuz missions, and the space shuttle. Then we've got Ted Hoff, one of the inventors of the microprocessor, which is now ubiquitous. Where would we be without microprocessors nowadays? We would certainly be without our smartphones. Steve Sasson, class of 72 and 73, the developer of the first digital camera. Yes, that is the first digital camera. Aren't you glad you're not carrying that around in your pocket? And then Curtis Preen, graphics processing, one of the co-founders of NVIDIA. Who's ever heard of them? Okay, so again, very, very significant. There are others, but one that I'll finish off with is Reed Weissman, Commander Weissman. I remember Reed as a student. Before he was picked to be the commander of the Artemis II mission, he was the chief astronaut for NASA. Okay? Unfortunately, being the chief astronaut, he was the one that was assigning different astronauts to the mission, so he couldn't assign himself to Artemis. He missed flight time, he stepped down from the position, and he was tapped to become the commander for Artemis II. He was a really great guy. And hopefully, somewhere out in the future, I can put a picture of you. So, there are a number of challenges out there that face the world. The National Academy of Engineering identified 14 grand